Quick update. Uh, the Xbox I got off eBay second hand, it's dead. So yeah, another waste of money. But I was trying to save money by getting a second hand one. But there we are. What can you do? I only wanted it to watch movies and stuff, but there we are. It worked for a few days, but as I said, it was getting hot and noisy, the fan, and it wasn't powering off, as I said in the other video. It was still the fan was still running even after shutting it down, and it stayed on all night. It wouldn't go off. So it wasn't an update or anything like people said online. Um, yeah, so it's dead. It won't boot up. I uh, I put a circuit tester on it, but I couldn't get any power to it. So yeah, I could take it to the shop and get it fixed. But as I say, it's another bad buy off eBay. So yeah, beware buying anything that's off there, because I've had too many things that are just no good. So I say even new, not let alone second hand. But if there's anything that can go wrong, it seems to be going wrong for me. Um, Everything I've got's broken. And as I say, all I wanted to do was just to watch the movies that I'd already bought. You know, even a year ago that I before my mum passed away, there was movies she used to like to come and watch, but they're just sitting here. And then the stuff I'd bought on the Windows Media, as I say, the Xbox X, the X One X, should I say, is that is dead. So yeah, got it. As I say, you got the games for it and the console thing. The laptop's dead. Everything's dead. The PC. I was going to rebuild the PC with parts off my wish list on Amazon, but yeah, what can you do? So I mean, everything just keeps getting broken all the while. The only one decent thing I've had has been the TV. Touch wood. I mean that's been okay, and the second-hand shops and other things. So I mean, I just got to cut my cloth because I've got no money coming in. But I thought that would have been great to have that and be able to just watch the movies and not have to buy another computer or laptop just to watch those, or because it was for the Blu-ray businesses. But you see, there's a Blu-ray movies that I could play because I had the Blu-ray go on me as well. So all these electrics just keep going, and I just don't know what's wrong. I plugged them into a surge protector, so it's not that. But I mean, this was second hand, and it was doing it from day one. So that's just how it is. But I reported it to the seller, and they haven't got back to me yet. But I really don't care. I've had enough. So yeah, just beware anyone buying these things off there. And then the people say that you can do all these quick and easy fixes on them. If the motherboard's gone, forget it. If it's a power supply, forget it. There's a little ribbon at the front as well, which pulls out and will break on the front of them if you do take them out. And be careful of that if anyone does do that. The screws don't always line back up. They will show you nice going back together on the other ones, but they don't. They cut it from that. So really, when you're trying to put them back together, the screws are hard to line up going through the plastic on the back. So don't even bother to attempt to do it if you really if you don't know what you're doing. Don't bother. And even if you think you do, just don't bother. It's just not worth it. As I say, for the cost that it's going to do to fix all the parts, they're just not worth it. You might as well just start over again. But it was worth a try. But obviously now I've got to buy another one, so I'm a few £100 out. So well, I mean, at least I've still got the controller and the games. And there was this thing that came with it was a wireless charger, but it's a wired thing, so it was just a pig and a poke, basically they call that. So it's a shame. I mean, I'll just have to get another one and see where I can go from that. But lesson learned: just stay away from eBay, because I've had too many things now from there that you just got to chuck away. I mean, 90% of the stuff I've bought off there now is no good. So I mean, if there's anything that can go wrong with things from there, it will. People just offload their rubbish from there, and as I say, some of the stuff I didn't even receive, they haven't come to my home. So if anyone ever needs to think about it, they say about money back guarantees, but you've got to go through all these things, contacting seller, getting all the hassle. So, and then you've got to send it back, you've got to put it through the post, you've got to pay for all that if it doesn't get a free post back, and then wait to see if you can get your money back from these people. It's just not worth it. I mean, it's not worth my time. I mean, I've got other things to do with my life, and it's just, I can't be dealing with this. It said it was working, but as I say, I found out about these faults that they do have with them, and I know about motherboards when they are on their way, when they have a fault, they don't always shut down. The power goes to the motherboard when it shouldn't do. That's on. I've known that from PCs where I've had daft motherboards, so I had the feeling that was the problem. As I said, then it powered down altogether, and that it doesn't power up. So I think it's either the power supply or the motherboard was duff, and it just isn't worth bothering. It's going to cost more than getting another one. So yeah. So just buyers beware if you ever getting from ones, and if anyone needs to know these things, just don't bother with them, because as I said, there's a little strip at the front, a little very thin strip that connects to there. That will break if you try to take it out as well. It will tear when you come out from it, and at the back as well when you lift in the power thing there. There's a where it goes onto that. It will break there as well. So there are a few points of things that they don't want you to take it apart. It will break. They said about modular places that you can slot in the bits, but they show you these things and it make it look a lot easier on these other videos to make people think they can do it. Well, believe me, it is not as easy as it looks. You may get the things back in, but once they come back out, it won't line back up and you won't screw them back in together again. But if the motherboard's gone or the power supply's gone, it's just toast anyway. So it's going to cost you more than buying another one. With the parts for what you paid for it, you might as well just get another one. But I mean, yeah, it's a shame that it didn't work for very long. I mean, I was starting to watch a few movies and it was heating up, and I had to put a fan onto it to cool it down. And as I say, I was getting like 60 degrees centigrade off the heat, and then the noise was actually 60 decibels as well, so, and a touch over that as well. So yeah, so yeah, a bit sad really. I mean, I can still watch eBay on the TV. Still watch what's it called, YouTube on the TV, and as I say, that's about all I can do now. So yeah, gutted, but I don't know. Just basically just save up and get another one new, or fix up the computer. I don't know. Any thoughts on that? Because as I say, I just need to rebuild the desktop, or another laptop. So I mean, it's just from watching the movies really. That's all I really want to do with it, and that and uploading videos. I've just basically got the phone now. If I haven't got the phone, then that's it. I'll be offline. So I mean, yeah. I mean, that's my only form for internet, but what can you do with these things? I managed to watch a movie and a few other things on them, but then, as I say, it just was getting too hot and the noise thing, and then it wouldn't shut off at all. As I say, the fan would go, it would close down, but the fan stayed on it. So just gotta give up with it. I mean, I'm not gonna waste any more time. I'll just get another one. I've contacted the seller, as I said, and if they don't get back to me, I'm not really bothered. I mean, I've lost the money, and that's it. I mean, other things I've had from eBay haven't even turned up, and if they do turn up, well, there you go. I mean, a lot of the stuff I'm just chucking away or give away to someone because they're no good. As I say, sometimes you're lucky, but sometimes you're not. But most of the time, It's not. So beware if you're on if you go on eBay. I mean, it's a bit of a hassle, as I say, especially if it's used. So you know, and as I say, well, if it's not from a company, forget it. I mean, if it's been from a company, they'll have looked at it and they wouldn't have sent it out like that. So yeah, but there we go. So you live and learn. So have a good time, everyone, and yeah, I'll keep you up if things are going on.